special. It certainly is special. Some of our gigs we have coming up just for our Rewind 80s band people. The Hallam Hotel, Thursday, September the 26th. That is Grand Final Eve. Get your tickets for that. Already 120 sold. Only 250 capacity. It's a small one. Friday, October the 18th, Shearwater Resort in Tasmania. This is going nuts. It's 280 deep at the moment, 700 capacity, but still buy your tickets. It's 8 weeks away, so it's a while away. Saturday, October the 20th, Longley International Hotel in Tasmania. Get along to that one, Longley International Tasmania. New gig. Oh, look out, Saturday, Governor's Hall in Hawthorne, another Melbourne gig, November the 23rd. A couple of others I want to mention. We're off to Airlie Beach in January on the 11th and the 12th. We'll keep you up to date with the latest gigs and enjoy the show.
Stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me.
Hello.
How you going, guys?
Working 9 to 5. Who works 9 to 5?
Oh, not me.
Dolly doesn't.
No one. I don't think anyone works 9 to 5. You with me?
Right.
It's much more of a
We
commitment
work
these
much
days.
longer hours.
We're meant to be working less hours with all this technology, you know?
Yeah, no, but what's happening is it's creating more stress
That's it.
and more mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't think if you don't write something down, you can. Hey, I thought of you the other day. I went to my coffee shop. We talked about this with the 80s stuff we don't do anymore. And was it my fruit shop or coffee shop? Anyway, I gave him a $20 note and I thought, I'm going to have to mention it's $20 because we've just talked about it.
Oh, yeah?
And I said, oh, here you go, buddy, here's $20. And he goes, okay, does that mean I give you $14.80 change?
No.
And I went, yeah, that'll be fine. I don't know. Not my job. But it was exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
Kids just don't know how to add up.
That's it.
Like, isn't it on your cash register or they don't make that anymore?
No.
He had a cash register.
No, you just...
Really?
I don't know.
Don't you go $5.80, $20 and then dink and then it comes up on your cash
But it
register?
just gives you what to pick out, you know. You're not having to do the maths.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he was a bit lost. But he was cute. Like he was sort of apologetic and stuff, but I'm thinking it's not that hard. But anyway, we talked about that. I'm Sammy from the 80s Montage.
I'm Jay Jovi from the 80s Montage.
Special guest today. We're going to bring him in with his intro.
Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak.
Don't hold back.
Simon Owens.
Hello.
Hello, you're back for another week.
Thank you for having me.
Had a lot of mail about last week's episode, how
Yes.
great and fabulous it was.
But you invited me back anyway.
That's right.
I'm very, very excited about
Well,
having
we give you
back
one more
again.
chance.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny episode, very good.
Nah, thanks for joining us.
No, it's always a pleasure. And I'm excited about this this theme this week
Tell us what it is.
Well, I was sent a I can't even remember who sent it to me. I should make notes of these things, but I was sent a list of the top 3 movies, the highest worldwide grossing movies for each year of the 80s.
Yes.
And so I sent it on to you guys and said, it's a ripper one for you guys to do. And you've invited me along to help do it. So
Yeah.
But the first, second and third highest grossing movies of each year of the 1980s.
And isn't a particular filmmaker quite dominant across this? It really puts this into perspective, or sort of 2 in particular.
Yeah,
2 filmmakers in particular. I don't want to ruin it just yet,
No.
but it's like,
But they really owned the 80s, didn't they?
God,
those two?
yeah. It really, really makes you realise. And from 1980 right the way through to 1989, according to this.
and some of the best movies. To
Yeah.
be honest with you,
There are some rippers in there.
so we're looking at 1980, the 3rd highest rating or album. What?
Movie.
Too many bitch pops. Stir Crazy.
I love
Funny.
that. Gene Wilder
Very good.
and Richard Pryor.
Yes.
They did a
Right.
couple of movies together and
They
they were
did.
just so good.
Did you Woman in Red? Was he in that as well?
Gene Wilder was, yes. Yeah.
Woman in Red was great with the Stevie Wonder soundtrack. But
They did one now that if you tried to redo it now, I think people would get upset. Did you ever see No Evil, Hear No Evil?
Yeah.
Gene Wilder was deaf and Richard Pryor was blind.
Yeah.
And together they witness a murder.
yeah, that's great.
And it is hysterical.
And that's really funny.
Yeah.
Like the creativity in that is really funny.
Yeah.
But we can't do that now. We're so woke.
Yep.
You know, don't do that. But it was 80s. It was creative. It was funny. Tootsie, another one I loved, you know?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. So the second one was the song we've just played as we brought the show in was 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
That was
Lovely
awesome.
Dolly.
Dolly Parton.
Huge hit. She got a Grammy nomination for
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
And she wrote it because she was bored in the trailer and thought, well, I'm making a movie called 9 to 5. So she's sitting in the movie trailer between takes on the set.
Yes.
And she thought, oh, well, I'll write a song and see if we can add it to
Clicking
the
her nails
soundtrack.
together.
Yeah.
That was the instrument.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Amazing songwriter.
And it goes on to be such a huge hit.
Yeah.
She really is. She really is like one of the
Yeah.
most incredible songwriters.
Yeah. Absolutely. She's pretty. People think that can't be the truth.
Well, it's like
you
Ricky
know?
Gervais said at the end of the Office series, you know, people think she's just a big pair of tits.
Yeah. That's right. Very smart woman.
Oh, God, yeah.
Highly
absolutely.
intelligent.
I listened to a podcast about her life. There's a podcast.
yeah?
There's a podcast called Even the Rich, and the
Right.
the reason it's called that is because it's even the rich have divorces, family problems.
Ah.
So, and it goes through people who have had enormous success and tells their
Wow.
life story. And Dolly Parton was one of them. And the hatred she got from her family, from the town that she grew up in, which was also Christian religious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, such an uptight bunch of people with sticks right up their backsides.
Yeah.
And yet she employed her family, gave them all an income,
Yeah.
and they were still having a go at her all the time.
Yeah.
But she just always just rose above it and went on to achieve success like no one else. Did a charity with books or something where she got millions of books for
Into schools.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Like, can you be any better a person than Dolly
It's
Parton?
pretty amazing.
Well, I saw Nick Cave on The Late Show last night.
oh, really?
Talk about an absolute genius.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Serious?
Well, he's had 2 sons. I think they died. So this book's about grieving and the Nick Cave life. And he said he really didn't like people. And then one day he just woke up and found that if you're on the world, you've really got to be cool about, you know. It was the way he explained it. I can't remember, but I was very, very excited to see him on The Late Show. Like Nick Cave.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect it. And
Gotcha.
he's got this amazing book out at the moment about his life and the loss of his children. And I'm really interested in reading it because it sounds like poetry,
Yeah.
like really intelligent poetry.
Gotcha. He's an amazing
And
guy.
they were really blown away by him. Who's the guy that does The Late Show now with the glasses?
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert was almost in tears.
Yeah.
And I think they've got an extra interview with Nick Cave on their website because they loved it so much.
Oh, wow.
And that really warms my heart that Americans get that.
Yeah.
Because he's real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
He can you remember Nick Cave singing Into My Arms at Hutchins' funeral?
No.
I heard it on the radio the other day.
Right.
And like it's like sometimes you hear songs and you hear every single lyric. I was just like, fuck, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Because Hutchins always idolised Nick Cave.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Hutchins wanted to be Nick Cave.
Yep.
And so Nick ends up singing sort of, you know, at his funeral. And it was just like you can imagine being in that room in that church in Sydney in the middle of summer.
Have a breakdown.
And like Kylie and Helena Christensen and sort of all of these people mourning. And this is the song that's being sung, you know. Like, just incredible guy. Sorry to go there for a moment.
No, we haven't
9 to 5.
taken us long. First highest grossing movie was Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, which was the
brilliant.
sequel. You know,
Yes,
this is the sequel
that's
after the original.
So aren't they on a banger there?
That's right. But, you know, first biggest, you know. Well, the thing about Star Wars, the thing about sort of now called Star Wars A New Hope, the first one, it's the biggest independent film in history as well. This is what people don't realise. It was an indie film. It was a sort of low budget indie film that just happened to do really well. It just exploded.
Wow.
Is that because no one would buy the idea, or they just didn't want to give anyone the idea?
I don't think space films were done to a really high degree like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the quality wasn't quite there.
Yeah, that's right. It was all really
campy.
campy, like Buck Rogers shit and that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then we had, what was the one with the tin can and the floppy arms that used to walk around?
Oh, Lost in Space.
Lost in Space. I mean,
Danger,
that's
Will
hardly.
Robinson.
Oh my God, that's hardly bloody
Yeah.
With the old professor who was like an old queen.
Yes.
epic. Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Like
Wasn't he a
all
bitch?
of the acting. Yeah. And like all the gays are just like, I can see this. I know what's happening here.
Very good. So that's 1980. We love that. We'll go on to 1981. Highest grossing movie, Superman 2, the third one. So sorry, the third highest.
The third highest grossing was Superman 2.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was never going to live up to the original, and this was the one where the three people came out of that.
Yeah,
out of that
Zod,
glass window.
General Zod and the two henchmen. Yeah, the woman and the big dude.
Yeah, and I thought the woman was pretty hot, I have to say, but it wasn't as good as the original.
And I think General Zod was Terence Stamp, who would go on to play in Priscilla.
Oh,
remember Terence Stamp?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had a dog called Zod.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really cute dog.
There we go. That's where it
dead
comes
now.
from.
But a great soundtrack. That's the other thing about a lot of these films is the themes
That's
to
right.
these. The themes to these movies.
They went together.
They could have been singles themselves, like just big instrumental hits, I reckon, if they had have released them as such.
Well, speaking about sort of soundtracks, the number 2 song there is 007 For Your Eyes Only.
We've got it. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, I would love to hear
Oh,
it.
it's very, very good.
For your eyes only can see me through the night. For your eyes only, I never need to hide. You can see so much in me that's new. I never felt till I looked at you. For your eyes only for you. You'll see what no one else can see. And now I'm breaking free for your eyes only.
Yeah, great voice.
Great voice.
Written by Bill Conti that did like all the Rocky soundtracks to all the Rocky films and all the Karate Kid films.
Yeah.
Wow. I got scared of this song a bit.
Yeah.
It's spooky.
Yeah, it's spooky.
It is
I
spooky.
just thought, I don't know if I just want one person to see from me with their one eye. You know what I mean? Like,
So what exactly are they looking at?
Yeah.
Like, what are they focusing
well,
on?
I thought it was about getting naked and just one person seeing you naked and you're getting it on with someone. That's how I read into it.
Well, that's what I thought it was about. Is it not that?
I don't know. Is it?
For your eyes only. That's
Well,
what it sounds like.
At my age, I just didn't want to do the one person thing.
Yeah.
No.
You wanted more people there.
Yeah, I wanted more people. I wanted an audience. You know,
It was
it might
too
have
creepy.
been.
Too
it was
creepy
just
to have the
creepy.
one
Yeah,
person.
that's right. Very
Well,
creepy.
Jay and I are both here now.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when I was a little girl, but not so much now. You know, you're just trying to find your sexuality and stuff, and you're like, is that how it works? Just one person?
Looking at you.
I don't know what I was thinking. But Sheena Easton was amazing. Now, where the link is with the first 9 to 5 movie, which we've talked about before, 9 to 5 Morning Train, the title was changed because
Yes.
it was being mixed up with 9 to 5.
Dolly's
Dolly.
song. Yeah, yeah.
So there's the link of the 2 years because they were brought out very similar times.
And I think sort of Sheena Easton came out first, then
Yeah.
Dolly came out, and then when they wanted to release in the US, that's when they did the name
Yeah,
change.
I don't
Yeah.
think it was a bitchy thing. They just thought for
Oh, no.
marketing.
Well,
Yeah.
there were two songs
That's
with it,
right.
both
Which
9
is
to
really
5.
unusual because we haven't heard 9 to 5
I
ever
can't
before.
stand Morning Train.
Wake up in
Really?
the morning.
I knew you'd
tumble
like
out
it.
of bed.
I don't. Yeah, it's got a
Stretch it
nice
out
sort of
of
rhythm
yawning.
to it.
Nah, you're dad rock.
And I met Sheena Easton
Oh, yeah,
Did
right.
you?
in 2002.
Lovely.
So
Oh.
20 years later, I met Sheena Easton, and she was drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I know she
and
is.
such a lovely woman
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
She was so nice.
Yeah.
She came in to be interviewed by Ernie Sigley when I was producing Ernie.
Oh, wow.
And she
You
came. She
produced
came
Ernie?
in. Yeah, for 2 years.
On radio?
Yeah, at 3AW.
I thought you meant
yeah.
TV.
No, radio.
Because I used to do Ernie.
Yeah.
Ernie's show.
Yeah. Oh, no, when Ernie was at 3AW. I was his
Right, and she
producer for a
came
couple of years.
in.
She came in to be interviewed.
Yep.
And after the interview, she came in to thank us in the control room and asked our names, shook our hands.
Yeah.
She just wanted to thank us
Yeah.
for allowing her to be part of the show. Like that's,
Yep.
and she doesn't have to. She's Sheena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, good on her.
That's just lovely.
That's amazing.
Another Sheena Easton Dolly Parton link.
Yep.
They both did duets with Kenny Rogers.
Oh, they did too.
Oh, fuck, yeah. of
Dolly did
course.
Islands in
We
the
Got
Stream, and Sheena did
Very
We Got
good.
Tonight. Yeah.
Who needs tomorrow? Very solid gold.
Yeah.
Kenny was always on solid gold with women. Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a bit too much work done in the end, didn't he?
He did.
The later part.
Yeah, the later
Not
part.
necessary.
He looked
No.
like, and he looked
Not
like he had
necessary.
he'd
He was
put
so
hemorrhoid cream on his
handsome.
face. 'cause
Looked like
puffed
he
up.
was
Yeah.
stung by a bee.
Yeah, that's it.
He did.
Yeah.
But he was so handsome. He
He
was like a
was.
big wolf.
Yeah.
He was like that bloody thing on TV.
Yeah, you don't want to see that with fillers
He
in it.
reminded me.
do
Yeah,
you?
that's right. He doesn't need that. What was the guy that lived on the mountain with the bear?
The one with the jacket.
Yeah, but the one with the grey beard and lived on the mountain with the bear.
Yeah, you remember.
I
The
have
show, the
no
TV
idea.
show.
Oh, it's
BJ
coming
and the
to me.
Bear.
No, that was a
No.
monkey. This was a bear. And he had
Grizzly
a lot.
Adams?
Grizzly,
Yeah, Grizzly
Adams.
Adams.
He was like Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
I loved him.
All right,
He didn't need to do all the Botox stuff.
exactly. He was a
Ridiculous.
meant to be a mountain
So what
man.
was the number one movie there?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
One of my
Right.
favourite movies ever.
Really?
With the character of Indiana Jones, who I believe is the greatest character ever made for a movie.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
He's got it all. Good looking, intelligent, great action, great humour.
Yeah.
The outfit is just fantastic. Everything about Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, I think, just nails. It ticks
Yeah.
every box
Yeah.
for the greatest character of a movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Movies
fantastic.
are so amazing,
and
aren't
it's a
they?
prequel. This is a prequel. This is
Yeah.
what people don't realise.
Yep.
Raiders of the Lost Ark was a prequel. So it was like, that's why you see the sort of Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, I'm fucking up actually. This was the first one. It was
Yeah,
the
this was the
second
first
one that
one.
was the prequel. wasn't
Indiana
it?
Jones and the Temple of Doom was was set before
Yeah.
Raiders, I think.
Oh, thank God
Was
I
it?
caught that mistake.
that right?
Before
Yeah.
the people wrote in.
Right in anyway.
That's it.
1982, we have.
Send an email or ring Jay. His
Ring
number is.
Jay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
On a toilet mirror near you.
Worldwide grossing movie or the third last. Fuck, I'm really bad at ordering pizzas. as well.
1982.
Maddie tells me off when I order pizzas.
Number 3.
Can't just speak properly. It's
Tootsie.
Mercury retrograde. Tootsie. Love Tootsie.
I love Tootsie, mate.
We sat there and laughed our tits off as
Dustin
kids.
Hoffman
That's
and
right.
Jessica Lange
Yes.
as a beautiful
And the
young
sexual
woman.
chemistry between a guy in a dress and a woman always turns me on.
And he pulled it off
He did. Oh,
when he got back to his trailer.
That's so funny.
He pulled the sexual chemistry with Jessica Lange
nothing
off,
hotter.
even though he's in fucking makeup and a dress and
yeah.
everything. It was amazing. It was a really great role.
yeah.
Like, comedy aside, fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And it was like the precursor to Miss Doubtfire, you know?
That's
Yeah,
right,
true.
exactly. Absolutely. I loved it. I thought it was funny, it was inventive, and it was kind of hot. I don't know, something about that.
You know, Dustin Hoffman's a concert pianist as well.
Is he really?
Yeah. I was watching an episode of Parkinson, and this is something worth Googling. There was an episode of Parkinson with Sting and Dustin Hoffman as the guests.
Yeah.
They talk about the fact that Dustin is a concert pianist.
I vaguely
And he
remember
wrote
that.
he wrote a song called "Shoot the Breeze," and I remember this because I recorded it and I kept it for years, and I used to play it over and over. And so they got Sting to sing this song as Dustin's playing it on the piano.
Yeah.
And just what I remember is just the eye contact between Dustin Hoffman and Sting as Sting's singing at his own sort of pace, and Dustin's just following him along.
Beautiful.
But it's a song that he wrote and Sting singing it. So Dustin Hoffman's going, wow, Sting singing my song.
Speaking of Sting and collabs with crossover artists, have you seen that awesome footage of Robert Downey Jr. and Sing?
From Ally
Why do I
McBeal.
keep saying Sing?
Sing.
Like a fuckwit. It's
Robert Downey Jr.
It's Leo's favourite movie. You know,
my
Sing
God,
with the
cute.
pigs.
He's probably
and-
watching it now.
Fucking- yeah, probably is. Sting and Robert Downey Jr. singing.
From Ally McBeal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
That's where it was from. Yeah.
Incredible. Really great.
Yeah.
Beautiful vocal there. Number 2 for 1982, Rocky 3.
Rocky 3, here we go.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
That was the song.
Yeah. What a song.
Amazing.
High school bell banger.
Yeah.
Every recess.
Oh, really?
This had come on. And it was like 3 minutes of, listen to this song.
Oh, wow.
It
was a
made you
great
feel
song.
really powerful.
Yeah, it really does. It's just got that sort of like underdog quality to
Yeah,
it.
that's right, it
Where
does.
it's like, I could be anything. I could
Yeah.
be anybody, you know.
And at 13, that was where we were all going, oh, what am I going to do with my life?
100%.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's a guitar line in it that it must be the guitarist must be the most bored person on the planet.
Yeah.
Because right through all of the verses, this guy's going on the guitar.
Yeah,
that's right. I think every time.
Absolutely.
There's no chord change or
poor
anything for him.
fucker,
He's
yeah.
It's like Vangelis Chariots of
I
Fire.
think there's a couple of guitars. So there's the G.
Yeah.
G.
Oh yeah, there's the good electric,
yeah,
but
so
just that digga bit
yeah,
is the
yeah,
same note
yeah.
all the way
What
through.
would I reckon they would either have two guitarists? I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
Or they'd put it on track and just let the other guy play over it. Don't know.
But that guy playing that guitar should join up with Brian Ferry's saxophonist from Let's Stick Together.
Yeah.
Because he's just bam, 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 right the way
that's
through the
right.
song.
Yeah.
One note.
Oh, yeah. Dee.
There you go. There's a topic. Songs where musicians only have one note to play.
Oh, you know, a lot of Prince music is like that where there's either no bass in the
Sustained
song
notes, yeah.
or one D note.
Yeah.
Dong,
Yeah.
dong. Controversies like that. Dong, 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 dong. But that's
I
what
love
made
that
them
shit.
so
Yeah,
good,
so
though.
satisfying.
Yeah.
I-
Like
yeah.
it didn't have to be over the top.
That's it.
I love that
All
shit.
the time.
I wish I had the talent to be a musician, but it just doesn't stick.
Number one for 1982. Have a guess. E.T.
Yes.
Phone Home.
She's just been out here.
Who?
Not
Drew
E.T.
Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who played Gertie.
Yeah, gorgeous. She does her own talkback show when she came out.
I can't
and did.
stand the talk back show.
No, it's a little bit needy.
She's too wet.
Very wet.
All the like getting up on
Yeah.
the couch with them and
no,
shit.
I don't want that
No.
in my face.
Yeah, no.
I love her.
I don't want to smell
but
your
no
feet.
one's that passionate.
And she gets her shoes off and
Oh,
gets up on the couch. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I do love her, but a little bit magical.
Yeah.
They're always the ones that have had something wrong with them, though.
She had Kamala Harris on there.
Oh, right.
She had the vice president on there and was doing completely enamoured by her, this far away from her face. And will you be our mum? She's saying to her. We want you to be our mum.
Oh, no.
Will you be our mum?
Yeah.
Literally saying
Well,
that. It's like
The star sign of America is Cancer, which is the mother's astrology chart.
oh right.
And it's apple pie, you know, but I don't think I'd say that.
Now
But I'm glad she's around, Camilla.
yeah, okay, Kamala. Now E.T. You know, this is going to sort of like start illustrating my point here.
Yes.
Spielberg and George Lucas.
Yes.
Have a look
I
across
know.
all of these films, right up the top.
Yep.
Consistently, I think there's 1 year where they're not in. Oh no, there's 2 years here, but like you've got to see from 1980 to 1989. So keep an eye out, guys, as we move through now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do?
Also-
sorry.
One last thing on E.T. So there was a song that was released later that year because E.T. came out early 1982.
Yeah.
There was a song that was released later that year by Neil Diamond called Heartlight. And
Put on your heart light.
my mum was a huge Neil Diamond
was
fan.
mine.
So we obviously got the tape or whatever. Mum would play it non-stop.
Yeah.
And I associated that song with E.T. because it's singing about a heart light and E.T.'s heart glows.
yeah, right.
So
Did you?
So I thought, oh, it must be from the E.T. soundtrack.
Yeah, cute.
So I looked tonight at the E.T. soundtrack. No, not on there.
Oh,
Devastating.
But you know what I
tonight?
found?
You're 50-something.
I know, but just doing research as I
bless your
occasionally
heart.
do. But so I looked and it wasn't on there. So, but what I did find was the producers or the company, record company or movie company, sued Neil Diamond
Really?
because they said that's an obvious steal from E.T.
No.
It was Walter Yetnikov,
he
wasn't it?
paid them out or something.
Wasn't it Walter Yetnikov?
Don't know.
Wasn't
Do you
he
think
the
it
one
was
that
a
owned,
steal?
owned the rights to?
Yeah, they said that
Really?
they said it infringed on the whole image of E.T. and Neil Diamond singing about turn on your heart light in the middle of a young boy's dreams.
Come
And,
on.
that was
That's
that was a court
America
case.
for you, mate, in the 80s.
It is, yeah.
Like,
That just
Well,
sucks.
maybe
Everybody
people thought the
litigated.
same thing as you did.
Well, that's in
So
fairness.
maybe-
In
'cause
fairness,
you've
I
thought
thought it
of-
was part of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe there was a lot more of those people, and that's where they got the idea from.
Yeah.
Who wants to do the next year?
1983.
It's a shame actually because I've just written a song called Top Gun goes Back to the Future. But I hope no one gets me in trouble for that.
Oh, go to the Olympics with that one.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
1983, in third place, guys, Octopussy.
Yeah.
That was our good friend Roger Moore.
Yes.
And I love, see, you wouldn't know because you haven't seen
I've
any.
never seen a James Bond movie.
Roger Moore James Bond is so
Yes.
good, so
Yes.
satisfying because you had Sean Connery was the kind of definitive James Bond, you know, like kicking off the franchise and everything, and he had like. He was trained, Sean Connery was like trained to be a gentleman to sort of fit into that role and everything. Roger Moore had that kind of like he was already a gentleman.
He really looked the part.
Yeah, already a gentleman. Very different James Bond, like not as physical, especially like in his later years. It was more about the quips and I guess you'll be putting that in your vagina. But sort of. I loved the Roger Moore James Bond. Fantastic. Octopussy is a good one. Then in second place, Sammy, Flashdance. Yeah, massive.
Oh, yes. I have something off the soundtrack.
Yes.
It was played through the movie and it's one of my favourite Flashdance tracks. And it's this one.
My baby wears his heart on his sleeve. He wears a look on his face that says, please, 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 love it. Everything he wants, love it. Everything he wants, I just can't hesitate when he wants what he wants. Oh, chaka, oh, chaka, oh, chaka, oh, chaka. And I said, oh, chaka, oh, chaka, oh, chaka, oh, chaka. Last night it calls on the telephone. I know it's 2 in the morning. I just want to sleep on, but it's got away with words and it got away with charm. And at 3 in the morning, he's back into my arms, and I say, oh chaka, oh chaka, oh chaka, oh chaka. And that's it, oh chaka, oh chaka, oh chaka, oh chaka. He's a boy, he's a boy, he's a boy, he's a boy, he's my Romeo, oh, 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 oh. He's the boy, he's the boy, he's the boy, he's the boy, he's my Romeo, Romeo.
Fuck
Love
yeah,
it.
exciting.
Exciting. Donna Summer.
Yep. I don't.
Great track. Romeo.
Yeah, what's happening in the film in that moment?
My baby wears. I think one of the girls is dancing at the strip joint.
Oh, okay.
You know where they have the syncopated lighting and she's
Yeah,
in her
yeah.
blue ties and stuff. It's not that track, I don't
okay.
think. But it's one of the girls are dancing. But it's been at least 3 months since I've watched Flashdance, so I can't remember. I should really look into that because I'm ready for Emily in Paris. I'm just all excited about that. I think that's out. And I've been watching those 4 dudes that play tricks on people. Oh, it's a crack up.
What's
Four
that?
dudes that play tricks.
Oh,
on people.
Maddie knows what they're called. Interrupted sexual positions. No. Interrupted unemployed or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interrupted unemployed.
I love them.
Yeah.
And they did an Amy Shark thing the
Oh,
other
did
day
they?
and when he was playing a stage manager, looked like you in the stage manager Amy Shark, and he's saying, all right, all the head buns need to go up the front, the first 3 rows, because it's an Amy Shark. It's fucking it's so funny. And then Amy Shark's in on it, but the fans don't know.
Yeah.
So he stops the song in the middle of the song and he goes, what are you doing, Amy? It's horrible. And the fans are like this. And it's just stuff like that. And then the other one, they're in the supermarket and they've got to put items in someone's basket without them seeing.
Yeah.
Fucking, I love it.
I've never heard of them.
I never have. I laugh so loud about it. And you
Yeah.
think I'm screaming at Jim Jeffries. This, I'm screaming at the TV.
I've never heard of them.
Just 4 young guys that play jokes on people,
Modern day Janoskians.
go into yoga classes and pretend they're a teacher, but they all do it. And then they've got to get as many votes through bluffing people.
Yeah.
And then if they win a thumbs up, then they don't get put in the last challenge. But it's just great.
I don't know what the fuck
Anyway,
you're talking about.
Romeo by Donna Summer is in Flashdance for sure.
Great soundtrack
That is a great song.
with Maniac by Michael Sombrero. No, what's his
Cimbello.
name? Sombello.
Yeah,
Cimbello.
yeah.
Sombrero.
Sombrero.
Yeah.
Would you like vodka with that hat? Yeah, exactly.
It was a
Love
good soundtrack.
Let's do number 1 of 1983. It's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Wow, just
Another George
absolutely
Lucas.
massive.
There you go. So we've had 4 years in a row.
And an amazing film. I really rate it. Like you can really see the sort of progression from the original Star Wars to Return of the Jedi, and just the filmmaking and cinematography is just like so incredible by this stage. Obviously, it's got a lot more money behind it too.
I wanted to be Luke Skywalker.
Did ya?
He wore black in that
He was
one.
in the
He looked
black
really cool in the black
And you weren't
outfit.
sure which way he was going to go. Therefore.
Yeah. And the other thing that blew me away in Return of the Jedi was the scene on the moon, the Ewok planet, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
When they're on those speed bike things,
Yeah, that was
zipping
cool.
through the among all the tall trees.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was amazing
Yeah,
footage.
that was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, really incredible. Really effective filmmaking and storytelling. Incredible. Jumping to 1984
Your
in
favourite.
third place, Ghostbusters.
There's something strange in the neighborhood.
Ivan Reitman.
Who you going to call? Ghostbusters.
And written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, who would play sort
Yes.
of Peter Venkman and Ray Stantz.
Yeah. Good movie.
Ray Stantz was Dan Aykroyd, but Peter Venkman was played by Bill Murray.
Oh, fuck yeah, of course.
It was
Egon Spengler.
was
That's
Harold
right.
Ramis.
Yeah, who has passed away now. Very sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, sort of getting Bill Murray in, stroke of genius. He had
Well, that-
great timing and great chemistry with Sigourney Weaver.
That part was written for John Belushi.
Oh, right. There we go.
In the original concept of it, it was
Yeah.
John Belushi that Dan started writing the movie
Yeah,
for.
right.
For him and John to partner up again.
Yeah.
But and Bill Murray, they didn't when they set filming dates and everything. Bill Murray had said, "Yeah, I might do it,"
Yeah.
but hadn't actually locked himself in
Yeah,
to do it.
yeah.
And on day one of filming, they weren't sure if he was even
Turned
going
up.
to turn up.
He is like
Luckily,
this.
he did.
Yeah, he's like this. And to this day, he doesn't have a mobile phone. He's uncontactable.
What a great life!
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
So cool.
Like we rely
imagine
on
being
these things.
Bill Murray and people want you that bad. Like what you have is so unique. Because it is. Like his comedy is so unique. His approach. That like extreme, quirky humor.
Yeah.
And people want him so bad. You know, you don't need a mobile. They'll find you. And if they don't, oh well, I'll yeah.
You know who else is like that? Doesn't have a mobile?
Who?
Tony Martin
Oh right.
doesn't have a mobile.
Yeah, right.
No, if you want Tony Martin, you've got to get onto his partner, his wife.
Right.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a mobile.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do that.
I wish I could get rid of it.
I want to get rid of
No
Messenger.
one wants me.
I fucking hate Messenger.
Oh, there's so many different ways for people to contact them.
No.
It's
I
just
know.
relentless.
Shocking.
And like I'm working, you know. I've already stated I don't like it to a lot of people, but
I bought the Ghostbusters soundtrack when I was young.
oh yeah,
When the movie came out, and so I'm familiar with all the songs on it.
yes,
And
Brilliant.
there was a song on there by the Thompson Twins
oh yes,
called "In the Name of Love,"
Oh, that's right.
which wasn't a bad song. But I loved a song called "Cleaning Up the Town"
Oh yeah.
by the
yeah.
Bus Boys.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
It was it's just loved it. Great
Cute.
soundtrack. And Laura Branigan had a song on there, "Hot Night" as well.
oh that's
yeah,
right.
that's
Hot
I think
Night.
we've played
right.
Hot Night on our show
so, yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 in 1984, Beverly Hills Cop.
And we've got a track. Here we go. LaBelle, what a track.
God, yeah. I love Patti LaBelle.
So do I. She's just amazing.
And she's a tough chick, mate.
Oh, and she loves Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen her sing with Cyndi Lauper?
No.
I think it's on the doco. Have you not seen the Cyndi Lauper doco?
No.
Okay, so they're really good friends. And Cyndi keeps there with her, you know, like
Yeah.
Cindy's really good with black women and can just hold her own.
Yeah.
But it was surprising. Even Patti LaBelle was surprised, and Cyndi knew, man. She knew, and she had to get to that level. They did Time After Time together, and it's I think it was Time After Time. Yeah, and it's just phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the best things I've ever seen two singers do.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
well, look
Yeah,
at the
that sounds
Cyndi
good.
Lauper doco. The Cyndi Lauper doco is amazing.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, there
Where's That?
is.
Is that on one of the services?
Yeah, I'll have to SMS you about it, babe.
I could probably Google it. if
Google
I'm
it.
not
Yeah,
being too lazy.
it's called She's So Unusual.
Now, in 1985, this film got an Academy Award nomination for Best Screenplay. That's incredible. Yeah, that is
so
amazing.
big.
And it shot sort of shot old mate Eddie Murphy into the stratosphere.
That's right.
You know, it was massive for him.
And when you used to go around to your cousin's house or your grandma's house and they did buy the compilation albums from the movies, you'd find little gems like Patti LaBelle. I remember finding this song on the tape going, hang on a minute, this is a good song. I didn't know it was on this soundtrack.
Gee, you had a rough voice for a little girl.
Yeah, I did. I was a rough kid. And then she was always on Solid Gold with her cowboy hat hair and style.
This film made $234 million in 1985.
Wow.
That's a fucking lot of money in
That's a
1985.
lot of money.
But by 2024, $730 million.
It stands up today though.
Yeah.
You can still watch it today. In fact, have you seen the new one?
No, I've been.
I watched the beginning of it.
Maddie said it was quite good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually gonna do that this weekend because we've got the weekend off. So I love Eddie Murphy in this. I love everything he did in Raw. I love everything he did with his stand up. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Very, very good year for him.
Great talent.
Yes. Who was number one?
Number one, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
There you go.
Again, another Spielberg production.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've had the top movies for each year: 1980, Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas; 81, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Spielberg; 82, E.T., Spielberg; 83, Return of the Jedi, Lucas; 84, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Spielberg again.
Indiana
How good are
Jones
those guys?
is a Spielberg George Lucas co-production.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's part of what I love about them is
No
like
competition.
you listen to the soundtrack, you like just the vibe of the film has that beautiful like action, like high action quality, but like an undertone for the kids, which is like very George Lucas, you know?
Yeah.
But well made, fantastic storytelling, which is the Steven Spielberg thing.
And the themes by John Williams, just like incredible themes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were talking about John Williams on a couple of shows before this one. Oingo Boingo, isn't that
That's Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman's his
Yeah.
son
Is he really?
or something. Isn't that what we found out?
Not that guy, I don't think.
Danny
no.
Elfman.
Because Danny Elfman.
He would have the same surname if I'll find out. I'll find out who his son is again. It's not
Or was it the foreigner guy or the journey guy or something? I
the
don't
Journey guy or some shit. I'll look it up now.
Interesting.
Jumping over to 1985, ladies and gents. In third place, Rocky IV.
Rocky IV. Now, did I put anything down for Rocky IV? No, I didn't. Keep going.
Big year for a year for Stallone halfway through the 80s, guys. Rambo.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, is it Rambo?
It's Rambo something,
Is
sorry,
it-
but I
is it
nearly
first-
choked on something.
Is it First Blood or is it?
First Blood Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, First Blood Part 2, which is kind of confusing, isn't it? First Blood Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. But big year for Stallone, absolutely huge. In first place, can I go to first yet?
Let's hear the song. Guess the song and movie.
We're talking about Back to the Future, of course, by that song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Huey Lewis and the News. A great band.
Yeah,
But
good band.
They always, to me, looked like they could have been accountants.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not into them, sorry.
Yeah.
They weren't in the slightest bit cool, but
Yeah,
yet they were
no.
big, and I really love them.
Go figure. I know.
I like performing it more than I know the song. Like I don't love Power of Love, but I
Yeah.
like performing it. It's weird.
Well, they had better songs, but I do
Yeah.
like that song.
What's their best song?
For me, it'd be Stuck With You.
Stuck with you. I
Stuck
knew
with
you'd
you.
say that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Scrubber
because
on
I'm
the beach in a
pathetic. And I'm,
bikini.
yeah, well, there's
See, I
that.
really don't
Well,
like
there's
any
that.
of these songs.
No?
Well, there's that.
They're a bit-
Scrubber on the beach with a
Yeah,
bikini.
I'm not in, yeah.
That blonde girl was in
They
every
make
video
me
clip.
blush.
Do they?
But
makes me
John
blush.
Williams' son is Joseph Stanley Williams from Toto.
Oh, that's what it was.
There you go.
But I do want to
Okay.
do an Oingo Boingo episode
yes,
coming up.
absolutely.
Beetlejuice 2 is coming out.
Yes.
And Danny Elfman, of course, the fucking composer of the soundtrack.
yeah. Amazing.
You'll have to throw in Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School if you do an Oingo Boingo Danny Elfman episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
they appear in that.
Yeah, right.
There's the tease.
They're in everything.
There was another Huey Lewis and the News song in Back to the Future.
That's right.
Back in Time.
That's right.
yeah. And Huey Lewis made an appearance in the film as well.
Yes, he did.
It- just as a judge at a talent quest or something, I think it
Was he really?
Yeah, yeah.
Our new podcast just went up and we're still doing it.
Oh, technology.
Lovely.
Incredible.
So, 1986, Aliens.
Oh,
Third.
this. Oh,
Did
see,
you
I want
like
to do.
Aliens?
Oh, yeah.
I loved it, but it scared the shit out of
Fuck
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Considering the original, considering the first one, Alien was Ridley Scott, and it was like such a sort of psychological drama. And then jumping to this, and it's fucking James Cameron, who had sort of cut his teeth doing Terminator, and so you go from this sort of longer paced 70s film, which is like a psychological drama, to this fast paced action film. Where like it brings the army into it. It's like the army is going to come and save, shoot everything up and save everything. Incredible progression of the mythology there. I loved Aliens.
Yeah.
Such a good sequel.
A great series of films. And it's like E.T. gone bad.
Good mythology, but they got worse. David Fincher did the third one. Our mate David Fincher.
Yeah.
But it was his first feature film.
Wow.
It was his first feature film. They gave him
'Cause he was
fucking
more
Alien
video
3 to
clips,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, but they really fucked with it. The studio fucked with it. He applied to have his name taken off. He didn't want a
Wow.
thing to do with it.
Wow.
It was not successful. They made him put his name on it, but do extensive reshoots and stuff.
Wow.
Going back 5, 10, I don't know how many years, but there was a movie called Prometheus.
Yeah.
Was that a prequel to Aliens, or was
Yes.
it nothing
Yeah.
to do with it? I
Yeah.
had a feeling they
And
were
it's
somehow
Ridley Scott
related.
coming back to the series as well.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I enjoy
It's
that.
good. But the new one opened up today. I'm doing this instead of seeing it. It's called Alien Romulus.
Where is it showing?
Everywhere.
Oh, it's a new movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so many years.
I think it's a prequel to this.
Wow.
So it's a prequel to Aliens.
Oh, yes, I have heard about it.
So it
Yep.
happens in the time between the first and the second one.
Yeah.
Between
You know how
Alien
she-
and Alien.
Yeah, you know how she freezes herself and she's out drifting in space for fucking years?
Right.
It happens in between.
You're going to love it.
Oh, God, I can't wait. Such a nerd.
Are you going to go on the weekend then?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I will.
I might have to watch the whole
sneak
series
away?
start to finish
Yeah,
again.
I think I'd have to
yeah.
go and saw it
just to
too.
refresh because
Oh, poor mate, I'm all around them. I love them.
I saw them when they came out, but I've not seen them again since. So
Yeah,
we're,
yeah.
you know, I'm out of date.
Number 2's exciting for us.
Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. You're gonna eat it. Tastes like shit.
Crocodile Dundee. I don't know. I wasn't a Crocodile Dundee.
I loved it, but watching
Did
it
ya?
now, it really doesn't stand up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think
Really?
so. It
It
feels
wasn't the
it's-
show, was it?
well. It becomes
Paul
like,
Hogan
now.
show.
There's a cultural cringe with it.
Yeah, right.
Back then, it was
See,
fantastic.
Americans love it.
Yeah.
Americans love it.
They do.
You like if you're Australian over there, if they're not saying like, "Hey, Land Down Under," they go, "Oh, Crocodile Dundee."
Yeah.
Like it's the second one on their list.
That's right. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Now it'll be fucking spray can from the Olympics, right? What the fuck's happening? This is what I mean. I'm just like, no.
Spray can.
Anyway, I've got the next one on track. One of the
Go for
best freaking songs.
Pick it from the song.
I've always wanted to do this song. Here we go. Love it.
Fuck, how satisfying.
I would love to open with that track for
God,
Rewind 80s.
yeah. Harold Faltermeyer, but Steve
Yes.
Stevens on
yes,
guitar.
100%. I love it.
Sexual
Really
song.
good.
It would be a great piece for you guys to walk out to.
Well, you could do it at one at a time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You could just put it on track and then have Maddie come out with the piano bit and Brad would start with the guitar solo. He'd probably only need half of it though.
It's a good intro to second set.
Yeah, well, that's true. You could do the rock set, second set.
Because it's a bit, it's got a lot of gravity to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you've earned that by the second
Yeah,
set.
well, that's right.
I reckon as an opener, something
My-
more upbeat, but good for second set.
Because I don't think people will quite get it either.
No,
Yeah,
it'll go
which is
over a lot of
shame.
people's head.
Yeah, it
Yeah?
will. It's a shame.
Well, they
You
come
don't
to an
reckon
80s
people will
gig.
remember that?
They'll remember
Ah.
it. They'll remember it. But they're
But-
coming to an 80s gig with an expectation of fucking wake
Dancing,
me up before you
that's
go.
right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're going like highbrow or something like
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
After you've kind of earned it and they can see
Yeah,
what we're
well, that's
about.
a good idea.
Yeah.
The second set, because I'm thinking when we do this big thing around Australia, we need to open with something a bit different that's a bit stadium rock.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
come out and do Guns N' Roses straight
Start
after
it in
it.
the dark.
Yeah.
Start it in the dark
yeah.
and bring the lights up. It'd be fucking incredible.
Well, not being a musician, this could be the most shit idea that I've ever come up with. And feel free to...
No, you came
feel
up with
free
a
to-
great idea last episode.
Oh, with
Vegemite.
Thumbelina's Vegemite.
Vegemite, yeah.
No, but this... Okay, but feel free to tell me that this is a
Thumbelina's
dickheaded
Vegemite.
idea. Somewhere in your set, first, second half, whatever, you could say, right, movies from the 80s, see if you can pick where these songs came from and do a montage of all of this shit.
But how are we going to hear if anyone gets it right?
Well, no, well, it's just for them. So I do a thing on Sunday nights with Remember When, where I play a montage of songs from each year, and we go
Yes.
from 1950 up to 2009.
Oh, wow.
So I got 60 years of songs,
Yeah.
and I play a montage of songs from each year.
Yep.
And we ask the audience to just guess what the year was.
Yeah.
So it's not actually about how many they get right, but as you're playing that montage of songs, everyone's going to be there going, shit, do I know that? Oh, wasn't that from such and such? And they're concentrating on it.
Yeah.
It's not something to dance to, but it's an attention grabber and something that's different and no one else is doing.
Yeah.
Shit idea or good idea?
It's a good idea, but I've
too
done
hard.
music trivia at Revolver for 3 years.
Yeah.
The big show at Revolver. And we used to do guess the song and artist, but we'd have to stop the song and then they have to fill out sheets.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just have people screaming it out, and I'm deaf as
And they
I just can't hear them.
They scream out fucking
Yeah,
Skippy.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
people
It can be a
fucking-
big time waster.
Yeah.
But I like the
So
idea.
a shit idea.
It's
No,
not
it
a
wasn't
shit idea.
Shit idea, so let's move
It's
on.
not a shit idea, but it just doesn't work live without buzzers. And if we had a TV show,
Yeah.
buddy,
No, but you
absolutely.
don't actually need their feedback. It's just about you guys play a
You
quick
ask-
montage.
you ask
three
it rhetorically.
minutes
Yeah.
of 3 minutes of music that's made up of riffs like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then at the end of it you go, there you go, and then you just move on
There
to
is
the
a
next thing.
band that chops
And it's people
up
that
songs
just
like
stop.
They're horrible.
Yeah, well, see
new
that now
band.
that's what I'm asking. Is
Yeah.
it a bad
There
thing
is
to
a band
do?
that does that.
Montages.
Yeah, they do. They do. Simply the best. Dun 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 dun. Literally.
My Sharona. Yeah,
Fucking
okay.
horrible.
Serious?
Horrible. Okay.
Fucking horrible.
Well, there you go. So it's a shit idea.
I don't like it
I'll
because
just-
I like to hear the whole song.
Yeah.
I like to hear the whole song.
But they cut them up and they're hopefully just about to leave their job.
See, the thing is, you are never, ever going to hear fucking Harold Faltermeyer played by any other band.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In
No.
any other... like, if you hear that, you're like, you're privileged. You're not going to hear it live
Yeah.
by anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So play the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll do.
That's what I think. I don't know.
All right. No, that's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
But a good suggestion.
Yeah.
No, it's shit suggestion, but I'll do it on the radio.
We
actually.
might do it at our 250th episode.
Yes.
That's
That's
a great idea
right.
that we'll pinch for that.
Yeah, we will.
Other songs in Top Zone.
Top Gun.
Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins.
Oh, yes, of course.
That wasn't his best work. The best thing Kenny Loggins ever did was House at Pooh Corner.
House at Pooh Corner.
I don't know
The
that.
song about Winnie the Pooh, literally.
Oh, cute.
Oh, serious?
And Take My Breath Away by Berlin.
Yep.
Were two
Oh.
other great songs from Top
Kenny Loggins was one of the biggest vocalists in movies, though.
Oh, yeah.
He was like the Irene Cara
Yeah.
of men.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Like
true.
he had
Footloose,
Footloose
yeah.
and he did Danger Zone. He did heaps of other stuff that you wouldn't know. He was just like that session singer, and then everyone got to know him.
Shall we jump to 1987?
Yeah.
Got some big soundtracks
Yes.
here.
Oh, yes, I
In
have one.
third place, Dirty Dancing.
No one puts baby in the corner.
Love it. I watched some behind the scenes footage to this.
Really?
Yeah, recently.
I think it's
and it was sort of Jennifer Grey just sort of like reflecting on the film and stuff. Now
I think I've seen
now
that.
that Swayze has passed away and everything, and,
Yeah.
she really doesn't have
That's
a career
horrible
anymore.
that he died so young.
Yeah.
So fit.
Yeah, he was the king of the 80s. He could do
Yeah.
everything.
He could.
Yeah.
He could even sing like the wind.
She's like the
She's like the wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Number 2.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah. More bloody
That
Axel
was
F.
good. That was good.
Yeah, it was.
It was fantastic.
They're pretty good for getting that up and running within sort of 3
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Harold Faltermeyer, as you were before.
Ah.
Yeah, because he did
Absolutely.
the Axel F.
Very good pickup. Big 24 months, 12 months for him.
And the other movie that Harold Faltermeyer did the theme for in the 80s was Chevy Chase's Fletch.
Fletch. I
Which-
want to
which
do
I
a
love
Fletch.
that
I want
piece.
to do a Chevy Chase episode.
Yeah, why not?
The 80s films
my
of Chevy
favourite.
Chase. Because you had Fletch, you had like fucking...
Caddyshack he was in.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. The Christmas one.
Yeah.
National Anthems,
Yeah,
Vacations.
Vacation. He
Sets
was
the Christmas
massive.
tree on fire and shit.
He was like everyone's dad.
Yeah.
Aussies loved Chevy Chase.
Yeah. We watched it
Because they
every
loved
Christmas.
the sarcasm.
Yep.
Yeah.
His brand was sarcasm.
He was in the film clip for You Can Call Me Al with Paul Simon.
Of course.
Yeah.
I thought it was his song for
That's
years.
that I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we play this song before we mention the movie?
Sure can.
Guess the
Pick it.
movie.
Tell her I'll be waiting. The usual place. To the tide and river. And there's no escape. To need a woman, you got to know how the strong get weak and the rich get poor. Slave to love. Slave to love. You're running with me, but don't touch the ground.
Oh, ball your bunny. You know why that's cut off?
Why?
Because the machine ran out of memory. I'm sorry, folks. I had
Oh.
3 shows on the machine.
There we go.
But we're still recording, but I don't have any more space to put any songies.
Right. Beautiful. So we're going to rip through with the commentary.
Yes, we are. Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. I wouldn't have picked it from that song. It's not very Fatal Attraction, is it?
Oh,
that song.
God,
It's
it
upbeat.
is.
But we didn't know what to expect from that film. We thought it was like you thought it was going to be like a sexy kind of thing, Michael Douglas, because we had seen him in bloody Romancing the Stone and all of that.
Yeah.
And didn't quite know what to expect from this film.
Yeah, right.
It was quite dark.
Very dark.
Yeah.
It should be compulsory in schools to show
Absolutely.
little boys this movie.
And before couples get
Compulsory.
married.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Off you go to your Fatal Attraction
you
fucking seminar.
Keep it in your pants, Dad.
Dude, absolutely.
Otherwise, bloody
Crazies will come.
rabbit stew.
I
for
love
dinner.
it. I personally think it was a brilliant movie.
Oh, yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
She was awesome. mate.
Amazing.
You know the bit where you're like, she's gonna turn is when she like goes, I'm not gonna be ignored, and like
Yeah.
flares the eyes, and you're like, oh fuck, she's
And
wow.
everyone in this time was called a bunny boiler.
yeah.
If you were a nightmare
like,
as a chick.
you know, if you,
She's a bunny boiler. She's a bunny boiler.
if you're just too keen,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
right.
like,
yeah.
oh, she's a bunny boiler.
Yeah. Like my friends would say, "Oh, Sammy, I think she's a bunny boiler," and I'd be like,
Oh fuck.
"Oh my god, is she?"
Fun.
And then we just use it like a term, bunny boiler.
Good old bunny boiler.
I love the movie. I think it was a really well written movie, and the acting was incredible, incredibly sad. But this is what happens in some relationships with people, and I think it should be made compulsory in
Yeah.
about grade 6 to watch it. And I think someone else agrees with me, and I can't remember who it is. Someone else said the same thing about this movie. It was a famous person, and they went, "It should be compulsory in schools."
Yeah.
Well, he did that. Michael Douglas did that other movie with Demi Moore where they had an affair, and he got sacked from work or something. What was that?
Oh, yes.
That's called. Oh, fuck.
Fuck, it was a good movie
That was
too.
a good movie.
That's called.
Was it?
I'll Google it because we'll forget.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Was
coming
it-
to any of our brains.
Is it the one where she rolls on the bed with all the money? No, that's not it.
No, you're thinking of Robert Redford, that indecent proposal.
Oh, that's right. That was good.
Michael Douglas.
Demi Moore's phenomenal.
She is. I'm a big fan.
We should do a Demi
Disclosure.
Moore.
Disclosure. That's right.
Yeah.
And it's the boss is cracking on to him or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's the boss. Or
Yeah.
I
can't
love
remember.
movies
She's
like
his
that.
boss.
I
She's
just remember
cracking
there
on
was
to
some
him.
Oh, that's right.
there was
Yeah.
some steamy passion, but then
Yep.
then it all goes bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
And,
thing.
and you look
makes
at
his
Michael
life
Douglas
hell.
and go, mate, you just make bad choices.
Yes,
Plain
like-
clothes
Yeah.
and Demi Moore.
How did he get
really-
married to that beautiful woman when he's so stupid?
You really can't keep it in your
Yeah,
pants,
but
mate.
I mean, he's been married to Catherine Zeta-Jones for so long,
Yeah.
and she's stunning, and so he really does know how to act because I don't think they've had a problem really that I know of. They haven't told me anyway.
Let's keep going. 1988. Coming to America in third place.
Yes.
Big decade for Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
Murphy's back
God,
again.
yeah.
Absolutely huge. Yeah.
Number 2,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
yeah.
Would have been Sammy's favourite film. You hate this kind of shit, don't
I
you?
don't like Roger Rabbit. No,
Bob Hoskins in the lead, which is like a strange choice.
like when Madonna did Dick Tracy, I was not interested.
No, I never watched that. Never bothered.
Yeah, I
But
just
Roger
no.
Rabbit, the movie. I liked it. I liked the mix of animation and real life, and I think they did it well.
Yep.
But you know the scene I loved that I really adored in that movie was the music that they're playing is Hungarian Rhapsody.
Hungarian Rhapsody.
Hungarian Rhapsody.
Wow.
It's a classical music piece, but it's Daffy
Is there
Duck,
cabbage?
Daffy Duck and Donald Duck
Oh,
having
yeah.
a piano duel. So they're both playing pianos and they're trying to outdo each other and they're bad mouthing each other
Oh.
as well. And I just loved that you've got Warner Brothers and Disney,
Yep.
the two great ducks of each of those franchises, in the one scene in this movie. As a kid, I just thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Awesome. Big. What am I talking about? What film are we talking
Don't
about?
know now.
We just talked about Roger Rabbit, so we got
Senior moment. It's Rob Zemeckis. So
Yes.
it's Robert Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis also did Back to the
Back to the
Future.
Futures, yeah.
I don't know if before I might have mentioned Spielberg was involved with Back to the Future. It's not. It's Robert Zemeckis. Yeah.
I don't think you did say that.
no. I don't think you did, babe. I think it was E.T. and
Yeah, E.T. and Indiana Jones
Yeah.
were his
Yeah.
I don't think you said that.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Matty will fix it if you did.
But they definitely, Spielberg and George Lucas definitely collaborated on
on Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got number 1 movie of 1988 was Rain Man.
I was
Yes.
talking about this the other day
I think with me.
because Leo is obsessed with numbers and letters like nothing
Right,
else.
Really?
And I keep making the joke, I'm going to take him to the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, and make,
Suss out the
yeah,
theories.
make a big buck.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what a great movie. And like I started doing the voice like, yeah, Kmart, yeah. And Tom Cruise in that is a prick at the beginning of the film because remember they're brothers.
Yeah.
And the
And he didn't
parents
know he
pass
existed
away.
and-
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh,
And-
haven't you?
No.
No, it's a good film.
And Dustin Hoffman's, you haven't seen it.
No, Sammy hasn't
No,
seen
I
it.
You haven't
haven't.
seen it. It's great, babe.
really?
It's
Yeah.
really
Okay,
great.
is
It's
it-
sort of
yeah.
Tom Cruise in the 80s, mate, was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Not a fan.
Well, it was before he went nuts. So,
yeah, it really is.
he was big back then.
yeah. But
Oh,
But it was a great
absolutely.
movie. And Dustin Hoffman, great job doing that. But he didn't win. He didn't win an Academy Award or anything for that portrayal. But I thought he did
neither
a great
of them
job.
did. Neither of
No.
them did. It was such a great film, though. But remember, Dustin Hoffman's character's name is Raymond,
Yes.
Yeah.
and the thing with the title, you're like, where does Rain Man come from?
Yeah.
And it was when Tom Cruise was a little boy, before they were separated because they were brothers. The mum took the dad took Tom Cruise's character. The mum kept Dustin Hoffman because he was like the sort of
Special needs.
retarded one.
Yes.
We would have said retarded in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or simple.
Simple,
We
yeah.
might have said.
That's right.
You know, with a loving heart, of course.
Yes.
But it was Tom Cruise's character trying to say Raymond. He
Yeah.
was saying Rain Man. He used to say Rain Man. And I remember the moment as a little kid when that story element came through and bawling my eyes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that until you told me tonight.
Oh, sorry. Have I ruined it?
No, I probably won't watch it. Look, I like What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where he drives up and he's all that shit. But
No,
I'm just not into the whole.
You don't like Spazzo movies? Is that what you're
A
saying?
little, no, kind of. I just get scared. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah. Now we're on to 1989. We've got no more music, so we might as well talk about
I
it.
think I've got one more track,
Oh, exciting.
which Maddie goes, "Don't put that on. That wasn't in the movie." And I'm like, "Yes, it was," but it may not have.
Third place.
Yes.
Which I thought was, I really thought it would be further up the list because I can remember this coming out and it was huge. Third place was Back to the Future 2
Yeah.
when it was set in space.
Oh
Remember?
no!
Oh, what's
No, it's
fucking?
not.
I'm really having a meltdown. I'm having a fucking meltdown.
It's past
I meant
Jay's
to-
bedtime.
It really is.
Yeah, it
I
is.
meant to say set in the future.
Yeah,
What a fucking dickwad.
you not meant to
To
say
use a
set in
term
space.
from the film, a fucking dickwad.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of that going around.
Back to the Future.
And just in case you say it's Michael J. Fox, it's not Michael Douglas, okay? Just checking.
I shouldn't do that.
I've got a track for the next movie, number 2.
Oh, she just play it.
I saw your friend first. That's who I danced with. All the time I was watching you. The music rocked us. Our eyes locked us, making us see a trippy picture shoe. Oh, if a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, then give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. You whispered something, it took my mind out. The G major with the E in the bass. Your face looked so good, I wanted to touch your mouth.
What a
Fuck
song.
yeah. We're going to strip to that song later, aren't we, Sammy?
Oh, I used to strip in the backyard when I was in the 80s.
Oh,
Me and my flatmate would just start
Strip.
stripping.
Why
It's
not?
great. Electric Chair by Prince. Now, this is the album that Maddie said for his mum to go and buy. He wanted the, remember?
he wanted the fucking Danny Elfman. He
That's
wanted
right.
the Danny Elfman score.
Yes.
What the mum bought was
Prince's album.
Prince's album, which
Yeah.
is the soundtrack.
That's
yeah,
right.
slightly different.
Yeah. But she
it was two,
at
remember?
least she brought it. But
But she
he
always
was
used to fuck his
mortified.
presents up.
Always. Oh, still does. Always mortified. You know, because Maddie's not, he's just not that into Prince.
Yeah. Have we mentioned what movie that's from? I don't think we've mentioned
Batman.
the movie.
Batman.
No, we haven't. Batman. So imagine being Tim Burton and asking Prince, or rather sending Jack Nicholson in to ask Prince.
Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent Jack Nicholson in to ask Prince, thinking like if I just ask him, he's not going to do it. Prince was so excited. They didn't realise, because Prince used to watch Batman when he was a little
Yes.
boy.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely obsessed. And he was like, oh my God, and wrote them an album.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were like, oh, fuck, okay.
Yes.
Well, okay, all right. And so this is one of the songs that he wrote. And they used little bits of this in Bat Dance, which was like a big montage of all the songs on the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I think from memory, I went and danced at a Batman or Bat Dance night at Billboards in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I danced to Electric Chair and I fully made it up on the spot and I actually did really well.
Oh, wow.
Which is why I can't stand this chick at the Olympics because fucking Jesus, mate. You can't pull
You've
your...
really stuck
don't
on that,
like
aren't
it.
you?
I really don't like it.
You're really stuck on it.
I got up and I didn't know the competition was happening and it was when they had competitions for breakdancing and Xanadu and all that stuff. They used to do a lot of that stuff. So I walked in and we had been dancing in their backyard to this song, Electric Chair, and I said, well, I'm going to enter. And I entered and I got up there and just danced my tits off and I did all right.
Yeah.
But there was a leftover breakdance and people were sort of doing that as well. But, yeah, they had a lot of stuff for kids like that at nightclubs where you could enter. Like they had the Xanadu dance party at Chase's and there was a big red carpet. And this is what makes me sad is that these kids that used to get up and compete were so fucking world class. And you're just at a nightclub.
And they didn't have a fucking PhD.
No, they didn't.
You know what I mean?
No, that's right. What was the other movie that was number one?
Number one song was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which
Wow.
was the one with Sean Connery as his dad. And River Phoenix at the very beginning playing a young Indiana Jones. And River Phoenix was massive in the
Yes,
late
he
80s. Massive. And would die only a few years later.
Yeah. Not good. The Viper Room, wasn't it?
Yeah, out the front.
That's the funny thing when you go to the Viper Room in LA,
All I can think
it's
of.
all you think of. That's right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You go there and you go, oh, I wonder if he'll feel his ghost or
Yeah.
you just think of it because you could just only imagine.
And isn't it interesting, his brother sort of rising up
Yes.
and becoming this incredible actor?
Yeah, did Walk the Line and all
Joaquin.
these. Yeah.
He used to be Leaf.
I love his name.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've got a Joaquin at school.
Yeah, beautiful name.
Yeah.
I love, is that an American Indian name or something?
It's French.
Isn't it Swedish or? I've got a friend, Sanna, who is Swedish.
Okay.
And her husband, Andreas.
Andreas,
and
yeah,
they had a
that's
son
Swedish.
and they named him Yeah.
Oh, maybe it
wow.
is
So
Swedish.
maybe it's maybe they just like the name.
I
It could
love
be.
the
I don't know.
name.
Yeah,
I love names
beautiful.
like that. Beautiful. But
We've got this kid at school, Joaquin, and I hear other teachers call it like Joaquin.
Joachim.
And it's like,
Joaquin,
it's like,
Joachim.
get with the program. Fucking Joaquin.
yeah.
There we go. Indiana Jones. That was a great movie.
It was.
Can you remember the sequence at the end? Because it's all about the Holy Grail.
Yes.
The great thing about Indiana Jones films, they're always chasing a particular relic. And in this one, it's the Holy Grail. And can you remember that scene where the Nazi dude picks up this grail thinking it's the Holy Grail because they got to pick it?
Yeah.
They got to pick it out of
a room of them. Yeah.
room full of them. He picks up this big bejeweled fucking gold chalice and it's like, this is the cup fit for a king, and takes a drink out of it and it's not it. And he ages like 100 years in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And like his skeleton's like holding on to the woman. It's like really fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's always really good deaths in Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Indiana, Harrison Ford sort of picks up this humble-looking little silver chalice, and that, of course, is the Holy Grail.
That's the one. Yep.
Amazing show.
There we go. Good to have you back, Si.
Thank you for having me.
No, we'll be back soon again.
Oh, cool.
Well, Jay's
Yep.
going overseas on your honeymoon, aren't you all?
Oh, it's not really a honeymoon.
Okay.
That's not until January, but I am going overseas to visit Mika's sister
Amazing.
and also take Leo to Disneyland.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
that'll be cute.
Yeah.
He'll love it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
Disneyland?
Paris.
Oh, God.
It's only a 12.
Don't get your ass raped.
Oh, it won't be rape.
Oh, look out. It won't be. Oh, you could You'd have to have leprosy not to pick up. You just would.
I'm hoping. Anyway.
Off to Paris for a bit of breakdancing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. I heard it's
Yeah.
very hot there.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No,
She's
I'm-
not coming back to Australia, so she might even be there.
I'm hoping it'll all be clean because like Paris normally isn't sort of known for being clean.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping after the Olympics it's not like all trashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they should have enough
know.
time to sort of pick it up again, I guess.
You'd want to hope so.
I want to go. I went to go to a winery tour to Moet and Chandon
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
because the Champagne region is just outside of Paris. It's like a 45
Yeah,
minute train ride.
what's her name does stuff there from Absolutely Fabulous, the blonde woman.
Oh yeah, Joanna
She
Lumley.
does like stories and stuff all around there. It
Oh,
looks
wonderful.
amazing.
Oh, beautiful.
Looks amazing.
So you're going to a dirty city to then go to a winery. Why not just look at the graffiti in Melbourne and go to De Bortoli?
Oh yeah, well I'll do that too.
Cheaper.
Borderly's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it is.
Love
yeah.
to Borderly.
Yeah. Wonderful. There's our show. Thanks for coming on board, Si, once again. It's great
Yeah.
to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
No
And
worries.
look out for Simon's show on 3AW. It starts on Saturday nights. Did we bring you in with your song? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I've already forgotten. 31st of August, you're on for one night. And then
31st one night only
Yep.
in the break between footy and footy finals.
Yep.
And then back on the 28th of September, grand final night
Yep.
after 3AW's footy coverage.
Oh,
So-
good. Good.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Fans
And then
will
on
be
for the next
loving
6
it.
months.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very exciting.
So thank you for another show.
Thanks, guys.
It's been 3 episodes we've done tonight, but
Big hello to all of our Patreons all around the world. Jump on board as a Patreon. $2 will get you in the door. $15 will get you the extra
Yes.
episodes. If you don't want to
Ripping it.
do that, just become a subscriber. It's cheap.
Yeah.
It's easy. You just do it with one little click and it boosts us right up the charts, folks.
Yes.
Otherwise, please like, share, rate and review. Give us 5 stars and write a little comment that says, we love you, Sammy and Jay.
just write about what you thought about the show.
Yeah, whatever.
It's fantastic
Yeah.
when you do that because it just gives us a bit of, what do you call it? The algorithms actually work, especially with
Algorithms, yeah.
YouTube and all that stuff. It really helps, especially with YouTube, actually. The algorithms, it just helps people find it. you know?
Yeah. Write a comment, just something that you discovered that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Like Simon wants to root ray gun. So,
Call me if you're listening.
yeah.
And Simon thought the lyrics to Jumbalila Jumbado Bop was, what was it?
Thumbelina's Vegemite jar.
Vegemite.
Thumbelina's Vegemite Chop.
Hey, jumbo, jumbo.
Welcome to the show, the first African band we've got. We've given them a bit of an Aussie name.
The Vegemite Drillers.
Yeah. Thumbelina's Vegemite Show.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Lovely. We love you guys.
Love
Big
it.
g'day all around the world.
G'day.
And if it's music mateys,
All cool shit from the 80s.
we're going to talk about it.
Unreal.